So I was also gonna mention, just like as a quick kind of detail here regarding Tarantino and CGI. So sometimes, well, I mean, it's kind of difficult to kind of find these things that you don't like in like one of your biggest idols movies.
Yeah.
But when it comes to CGI and Tarantino, so I think we need to address the cows
Yeah.
in Inglorious Basterds.
It must be addressed.
It's like, I don't know if that's CG cows or if it's real cows that they rotoscoped in. But I mean, the shadow on those cows.
It's unforgivable.
Well, I mean, it's yeah, but I just, but the thing here though is
he's going to cinema hell for that one, you know.
No. No. He's done too much good for
I'm
humanity.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Sorry. If Q is even looking at this, which I highly doubt, then sorry.
We're more worried about him if he actually takes VFX advice from us.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But I was gonna say that. So like, what was I gonna say?
The cows.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember, but anyway. So like, Harry Cohen, who was the sound designer for Inglourious Basterds, he added cow sounds because they were talking about this being a dairy farm. So he added some cow sounds, and because he did so, the natural felt we need to add cows as well. And the cows, they don't look great. But yeah, this was the thing I was gonna say, and that is that when I saw this film, and I've seen it several times, I didn't really notice the cows until you mentioned the cows.
Okay.
So I didn't look at them because when the film starts, we see like the year, and then I was actually looking at the house.
Yeah.
I wasn't really looking at the cows, and then when Hans Landa comes, I'm looking at him.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not really looking at the cows, but then when I look at them, then I see it. Then I see like, yeah, this doesn't look very good.
Yeah.
But I think that goes to show that it's also very important where you kind of direct the focus in a scene.
Yeah.
So I think in a way that scene works because, not even I, who claim to care a lot about effects, noticed it. But now that I have noticed it, it kind of bothers me a little bit. But it's worth mentioning. I didn't really think of it before, you mentioned it, to be honest.
But look, like 95% of the stuff Quentin Tarantino does is like genius level. But it's something I reacted, not the first time I saw it, but I remember that when I saw those cows later on, as I, matured in my knowledge of effects and things like that.
Yeah.
That I did think it was, my guess is that they probably just had like green screen footage and just put the cows in there and then did an artificial shadow and, and it's not, it's not great. It doesn't look that realistic, but it's really a really small part of the entire film.
And I mean
it's like one of our favorite movies anyway.
That scene is one of the best scenes in that movie as well.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of obvious. So we're not here to just congratulate him on being really a great filmmaker.
No.
It's also, we want to, for someone that's so talented and so good at making movies, I think it's, although it doesn't happen very often, I think it's good to point out, like, oh yeah, maybe that he could have done.
Yeah,
a little.
Yeah, I think it's
kind of like with PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson with the frogs in Magnolia.
Yeah,
and there's one shot where the oil goes through the oil rig house.
Yeah,
that looks slightly off in a real sense.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say also, it's pretty funny because like at the end of that scene when Shoshana is running away, and he yells that, you know, au revoir Shoshana. You can hear like a really like a low volume like moo. I believe it's that one that Harry Cohen, the sound designer, meant in this interview, and that is actually Quentin Tarantino. Like
Really?
he wanted a cow that sounded like this, and then I'm not gonna try to sound like a cow, but he did like a moo, and then the sound designer was like, yeah, let's just go with that one.
Yeah.
So think of that. It's a really low volume if it's the right one that I kind of found. Okay. But it's the last one, or when we leave that scene, we hear QT's own moo.